Before we do this,
Yes.
in just a few short days, Marzi wants to chug. Hey, girl.
You want a beer chug? Well, now she's fine.
Because Mama came out.
Yeah.
We are going to do a beer chug before WrestleMania starts.
Yes.
So we'll go on Periscope Live.
Mm-hmm.
Just before the start, we'll let you guys know we're going to be at my house. So we're going to do a beer chug right before the kickoff.
Yes.
Not the kickoff show, before the main event.
7 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah, just before 7.
Yeah, right before 7. Have a beer chug with us.
So be there.
Cheers. Tastes like bath water. Dilly.
Oh my God.
Gross. Yeah.
Rinse some of that out.
Thanks.
When you chug it, though, it kind of tastes like battery acid. Whew.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's cranberry lime, so It's not even...
It's super tart.
Yep. I just chugged like 12 ounces of it, so fuck you.
Well, you're more of a pro than I am, okay?
I don't know about that. Maybe a pro at craft beer, but not at drinking in general. Yeah.
It's good, though. We've had that one before. Laser Raptor?
Yeah, Laser Raptor from Central State, which is a local brewery here in Indianapolis.
Excellent.
Good stuff.
All right. You ready to get this started?
Let's do it.
Let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the SmarkSpot Podcast. I am your host, Leo Mainville, along with my co-host, Joshua Brown.
How's it going, everybody?
How's it going, Josh?
Damn, man. I'm so excited for this weekend.
It's going to be awesome.
And I'm super excited for TakeOver.
Yes.
And, of course, WrestleMania. But TakeOver is like...
It's super stacked with amazing matches.
The end of NXT this week. I don't know if you all watched it yet, but go and watch it. It's incredible. Just for like that stare down at the end.
Just watch all of wrestling this week. If you missed anything, just go back and watch it all.
Yeah. Well, TakeOver, I don't know. WrestleMania is really long, so it's going to be hard to compare because TakeOver is going to be 2 or 3 hours.
I think they're doing 2 or 3.
Should be 3. Marzi, quit licking me. I know I'm delicious and all, but...
Yes.
So how do you want to do it this week? We want to just kind of go off the cuff, talk about everything, and then...
Yeah, let's talk about everything.
Yeah.
No notes again. Yeah. Third week in a row. I forgot to take notes.
Yeah.
I apologize. What was your favorite moment on either Raw or SmackDown this week for the build for WrestleMania?
I'll tell you what my least favorite moment was.
Good.
I hate it.
Let's hear it. Oh, I probably will hate it, actually.
Brain.
Not a fan. Wasn't a fan.
That was stupid. I was trying to talk to Reagan. I was like, oh, Leo's going to be loving this so much. He's going to be the only one. It was what I expected from... There was good and bad. I thought that it was typical of the go-home show. You don't want to do too much.
Yeah.
That's okay. I would rather it be kind of a blah 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 go home show.
Yes. Well, the term itself, go home show, doesn't really have any meaning anymore.
No,
I don't remember going. That was a really good go home show for like a big 4 in a long time.
Because my two favorite things came from Raw, and they're not going to be yours. I really liked the Roman Brock segment.
Really?
I love how the 50-50 booking at the end.
Okay.
That they both got over on each other. I thought that was cool because I thought it was just going to go all Roman and everybody's going to be like, is he just going to squash Brock? But no, he didn't.
Yeah.
And Brock got him at the end with an F5. So it just kind of shows that, is he really going to go? Is he really going to win? I think there's an opportunity for Brock not to lose.
How long do you think that match is going to be? Because we know it's going to be the main event of the night. They usually go on for about, 20 minutes?
Yeah, I think 20 minutes, probably.
Probably the lower end of 20 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to just beat the crap out of each other. They'll slow it down, hopefully, and take their time. But evidently, Brock's contract isn't up after WrestleMania.
Really?
I just recently heard he's actually he took a break so that it actually goes to SummerSlam, but he's saying he's not going to SummerSlam. So who knows? He got pushed back 6 months, I think, from when he went to fight at UFC for a while.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's true or not. That's just what I heard. But I think that there's an opportunity that Roman doesn't win. I mean, I think that's the likely scenario. But I thought the booking was good enough that at least it put the doubt in my mind. It's like, oh, maybe Brock's going to win this.
I don't know. I mean, it does give you the more idealistic look at either of them can win it.
Yeah.
Whether it be one or the other.
Yeah, and you want at least that doubt in there because you don't want to go in the biggest match of the night, which we're all looking forward to watching, but knowing the outcome already.
Yeah.
So they sowed the seeds of doubt. So yeah, I think that was pretty awesome. And my other favorite thing of the whole thing was John Cena.
Called it.
You did. You called it.
I think it's right. And a lot of people online were really pissed that The Undertaker didn't show up. But he always shows up.
Well, so we'll talk about that because I think there's an opportunity even if he doesn't show up. I have the perfect spot for John Cena. But I was just kind of looking back. There was some weird moments in this whole build.
Yeah.
But one man building up a match between two people all by himself.
It's very true. And it's John Cena.
I mean, he had the crowd as loud as it's been on any of those shows. And granted, yeah, it's the gimmick of the Undertaker with John Cena, but he did a really good job on Monday, and I was really impressed. And it made me think that, God, I hope this really happens.
Yeah.
And before I was just like, oh, this is kind of getting a little bit, John Cena, a little Fatal Attraction-ish. Like, oh, please, Taker, please. It just seemed like he was like, it didn't seem like that on Monday. It seemed very much sincere. So
yeah, and it's like he knows he's not coming. He knew he wasn't going to show up on Raw.
Yeah, he was prepared for him not to show up. He was like, this isn't going to happen.
So it could go one of two ways at Mania.
Either he shows up or he doesn't.
Mm-hmm. But if he doesn't show up, what do you think happens with John Cena?
I think he could totally, and I don't know if anybody's talking about this, he could be Braun's tag team partner.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, I figured he could either be Braun's tag team partner or he could show up and do something with a SmackDown because he's a free agent.
Ooh.
I don't know where they'd put him at for the card, but...
Well, he even said himself he doesn't want any other match.
He doesn't want to take somebody's spot.
Yeah.
But Braun doesn't have a partner, so that wouldn't realistically be taking his spot.
Well, I heard them saying that they're keeping it secret until the day of WrestleMania. I don't even think Braun knows who his partner is.
Yeah. I mean, I think Elias is a good possibility of the current roster.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people want Neville. I think Neville's a great idea, but is Neville even going to come to work?
Right.
That whole situation is really weird and kind of questionable. I guess he took his ball and went home, but WWE said, fine, we'll just freeze your contract. And what that basically means is his contract's on hold. So he can't do anything until he fulfills his contract.
Was there still because we heard that Rey Mysterio signed with New Japan recently. So you think that holds him back from coming to WrestleMania? If that's a possibility, Rey Mysterio?
Yeah, I don't think Rey Mysterio is the guy. I think Lashley is a possibility.
That's another good one.
He's been kind of kept under the radar, real quiet. And then the kind of like the one I would say is like the really far bet would be Big Cass.
Yeah.
But I think if Big Cass comes back, he's going to come back at the Battle Royal.
That's what I was thinking too. A surprise entrance.
And possibly could be the winner.
Yeah.
Because they do want to kind of put him back up at the top, I would guess. Samoa Joe's a good shout, but do we know if he's healthy? I think Samoa Joe comes back if he's healthy on the Monday after Raw, especially if Reigns wins to call out Reigns for a feud.
Yeah.
Because I think we all want to see
Joe and
Roman
Reigns.
and Joe go at it again. The other one I heard is there's a possibility that Dean Ambrose shows up randomly.
That'd be cool too.
I mean, it's either one or two things. They pulled him out of all the WWE WrestleMania Access stuff, either because he has a setback or they're going to try to surprise us.
I'd be greatly amused with that surprise.
Which is funny because I was listening to WNA this week and Rob Bat had a conniption when he realized that could be a possibility.
He hates
so I kind of want to
much.
see it happen just to piss off Rob.
I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with it.
I don't understand his hatred for Dean Ambrose, but yeah. So I thought the John Cena promo was incredible. One of the best I think he's done in the whole time I've been listening or watching wrestling in the last couple of years. I thought the Roman Brock thing was a great way to lead into WrestleMania. There was a lot of other good points. Go ahead and talk about your favorite spots.
They kind of did a good job building up the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale with cheese.
They did.
And
it's a really shitty
statue
trophy.
Okay, let's not talk about that trophy. I want to talk about the women's Battle Royale trophy.
The fallopian tube trophy?
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's been all over the internet. I didn't notice it until I saw the little thing. But
I just kept putting GIF after GIF after GIF after GIF of fallopian tubes, and I found one with the face of Mulder from X-Files, like in the middle of it, and he's just winking.
Somebody said, oh, it was Jericho. I guess he'd said he called up Vince and said, you should call it the Sensational Battle Royal for Sensational Sherry. And I guess he was like, I guess he just looked at him and goes, thanks, pal. Thanks, pal. And he's like, I pretty much means like, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Get out of my face.
I mean, I'm okay with it being just the women's Battle Royale.
Nameless.
Yeah.
Well, especially after they kind of botched the whole putting
Fabulous Moolah.
Oh, there definitely is.
Yeah.
It's with all the other strange stuff we won't ever see again.
And I'm sure Seth Rollins is back there breaking everything like he did for WWE 2K18 with Kurt Angle's statue, Sting statue.
They probably have it locked in the blue cage. Remember Blue Cage?
Yep. The blue cage that doesn't get used anymore.
You just about died, but I'm back. What happened? Sorry. He's on duty.
Yeah. He's killing it. So but anyway, to go back on the Battle Royale, I kind of enjoyed Goldust versus Matt Hardy.
It was fun.
It was entertaining.
A fun retro match.
Yeah.
They both looked old and slow.
You
just got shot at. Jesus. I'm glad you're dude. I feel like Yankees always has some interesting shit going on when our podcast is on.
Yeah, he chased a dude last week. This week he's getting shot at and still watching our show.
That's dedication, folks.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was cool watching Goldust and Matt Hardy. I love seeing every time we see Goldust because we obviously know his time is limited, so he's gonna be around just for a short amount of time, for maybe the next year or so. I mean, he keeps doing DDP yoga. Maybe he'll stick around for another 10 years. But
yeah, right.
Yeah, so it's always cool to see those guys because you don't know how many time.
We are smart fucks, okay?
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult, but thank you.
I'm taking it as a compliment. Podcast positivity.
There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was awesome. I thought it was fun. I like the little gimmick, little thing they did beforehand with the Matt Hardy.
Oh, yeah, with the promos.
Yeah, I thought the little promos beforehand were fun.
I kept forgetting why Matt Hardy, when that thing goes woken and it breaks.
Yeah.
And he's like looking left and right like this. I keep forgetting that if you're in the crowd live watching it, he's like looking at everybody.
Yes.
I was wondering why he did that. And then I was like, oh, put two and two together. Ha ha ha. Yes. His theme song was the top downloaded song on iTunes.
Wow.
Yeah. Like it shot up there the first day it released.
I'll tell you what exciting theme song I heard this week that I'm really excited to hear.
What's that?
The Ricochet one. I think it's fucking awesome.
He does have a good one.
I'm excited.
There's so many good theme songs out there.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Agreed. DX. Josh does a way better woken Matt Hardy than
now.
that.
I'm not going to do it to punish you. Just kidding. Bray Wyatt.
Procure.
Signor Benjamin. Ah.
Oh man, we're gonna have one episode where you do that for 2 hours.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that for 2 hours. The best part about it is I always love doing it in front of my wife because she hates it.
That's why you like doing it so much.
Have to move her to absolution.
She will be dunked in the lake of reincarnation.
Yeah, I think she dunked me in the reincarnation lake.
So, okay.
Right, so we are drinking 2 different years of Founders KBS. So in the big glasses are going to be 2016.
Okay.
And the small glasses is 2017.
And then the small glasses
this year's 2018.
2018. Got it.
And I think I hosed you on the
That's fine.
last year's.
It's all right. I had a dilly earlier and I'm fucking wasted.
Water drunk.
Ooh.
Take my time with those. Let those warm up.
Yeah, that's nice.
What else?
The opening. Let's talk about the opening. Let's not talk about the opening because it was kind of garbage, in my opinion.
It reminded me back of the Authority, and that's all I'm saying.
The bad Authority. There only there ever was a good.
Let's
Authority.
have a 20-minute promo where Triple H and Stephanie talk over and over and over again, and everybody's just standing around like, "Can we get some fucking wrestling going on?"
How fantastic would it be? I'm just thinking out loud, but how fantastic would it be if Triple H and Stephanie actually won that match? Because of Ronda Rousey.
And that would be funny.
Nah, that would kind of suck for her though.
I don't know.
I'm not excited. I'm not excited.
I'm not excited about this match, and I want to be, but
because the crowd loves Ronda Rousey. The crowd loves her. She flubbed up again on a line, like when she was talking to Stephanie. When I think she was like, "Hey, Steph, what hand do you write with?" Because
it just was awkward.
Yeah, it's just awkward when words come out of her mouth.
Yeah, it's because she hasn't spent enough time cutting promos.
No, because they gave her
into the limelight, and
they gave her 3 weeks off.
I don't know. I hope it'll be serviceable. I have faith in Kurt. I have faith in Triple H and Stephanie that they'll protect her, just like in the Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon match. They'll protect Shane because Shane's hurt. We can talk about that when we get to SmackDown. They will protect it. It'll be a good match. It'll be short, nothing too crazy. I mean, because I don't think Kurt's got too many lives left.
No. But tell me what you thought when Stephanie put Ronda through a table.
I thought that was cool. That was the best
awesome.
part of the whole match.
I like seeing Stephanie in action.
Yeah. We haven't seen her in action forever. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it ends with Ronda putting her in an armbar and she tapping out.
Yep.
But
done.
It's one of my least matches in the card I'm excited for.
Yeah, agreed.
It's probably the lowest on the card that I'm actually looking forward to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Except for maybe the US title match. But now that Rusev's in it.
Yeah, I'm super stoked for it.
That we have WrestleMania and it's Rusev Day on the same day. I mean, how many times is that going to happen?
Every year.
Don't steal my thunder, man. It's the first time. The inaugural WrestleMania Rusev Day.
It is. Rusev Mania. I hope he comes in on a tank. I really hope that happens.
It's not going to happen, but it would be awesome.
It would be amazing.
Every day is Rusev Day, Yankees, but Sunday will be especially special.
It will be. Especially special.
Especially special.
Women's. Let's talk about the women's division. Let's talk about Bailey and Sasha.
That was awesome.
That was well done.
Yes. Raise my hand. No, I'm not raising your hand. I didn't ask for you to come out here. And then Bailey just had enough.
I was kind of shocked when she came out. I was like, she's not showing up. And then they threw the curveball.
Yep.
And then they threw the second curveball when she was like, raise my hands, like, oh, dude.
Bailey don't play.
Bailey ain't having that shit.
I like kind of this angry Bailey.
I do too.
Makes just that much more to do.
Well, she's been missing that fire.
Yes. And what better to bring it out than her old frenemy, Sasha Banks.
Mm-hmm. And this is going to be the build of a long feud, probably till SummerSlam.
This was the best part of the women's division on Raw.
What was the other part? Oh, yeah.
The worst part was they've gone a little too far with this Alexa.
Now they're just trying to push buttons.
It was just like, let's see how far we can push this instead of just staying with the whole in your lane Mean Girls thing. It's like, how awful can we talk down to Nia? And then they had her interview, which was, my wife called it perfectly. She's like, it was a fucking after school special.
Absolutely. But you can't say though that it did not make you feel even more for Nia Jax.
No, it did. And it was well done. To be honest with you, Renee put on a good interview. Nia did really well. It just felt like,
minus the I'm going to squash you like a bug.
Yeah. I don't know. But I did like the part where after the match, she came out there and went after Alexa.
That was great.
And then, of course, Mickey. I disagree, man. I still think Alexa's going to pull out the shitty win.
Yeah, Alexa's winning. They want everyone. I see why they did it. The whole, what was it? Blubbering in her blubber. Was that the line?
That was
which was garbage, and it was on the screen at the same time.
Was it?
Yeah, they did the words thing.
So the American Alpha 2.0 on SmackDown was the worst.
Yeah, that was bad. They're all bad. They're never good.
Yeah.
But
brutal.
I see why they do it, because they want you to root against Alexa. They really want you to hate Alexa.
You're trying to get as much heat on Alexa as possible, and you're artificially putting Nia as this huge baby face now, when she was just really an enforcer before. So
yeah,
because I don't think it'll stand for long where she'll be this she's essentially a white meat traditional baby face right now, when she's not really that way. But you need her to be in this instance for this feud with Alexa. It's cheap heat, y'all.
It is cheap heat. Very cheap.
I like cheap heat though.
Yeah,
cheap heat's fun.
It's fun.
It works. It's been working for as long as this stuff's been going on, for hundreds of years. So
I'm excited for this match.
Yeah, no. I'm excited to see how they pull it off. I think it should be really entertaining.
Yes.
But I thought it was a little clunky on Raw.
Yeah.
But they'd been going strong on it for a couple of weeks. So
what else happened?
Intercontinental. You didn't talk about it because you told me right before we started that was your favorite, one of your favorite movies.
Oh yeah. So I was trying to come up with new stuff.
We got Finn versus Seth Rollins in a one-on-one match right before WrestleMania, because that makes sense. But whatever, it's going to be an awesome match. And then the surprise was that The Miz showed up.
Yeah,
to be on commentary.
Yeah, and it was almost like he was turning face a little bit.
He went babyface, full on babyface, talking about his daughter. If you're a father or you have a close relationship with your parents, everybody understands that.
Yeah,
it doesn't take away from him being heel Mike or heel Miz, but everybody, I was like, oh man, he's going babyface for a second.
Yeah, he was even giving props to Miz and Finn while they were performing in the ring.
Yeah, he was talking them up. See, that he does that so well.
Yep.
But he just kept talking about like, oh, I want him to go on like this forever, so that they can wear each other out.
Exactly.
And then he can be fresh for WrestleMania.
Exactly. I'm really excited for this match at Mania.
It should be incredible.
Yes.
You still think Miz loses?
Yes,
I do too.
And I'm sticking with Seth, even though he got the win.
I know. When he got the stomp and got the pin on Finn, I was like,
oh, is he not winning? But no, he's winning.
I think he wins unless Finn comes out as the Demon.
That's where I'll change my mind.
If the Demon shows, which he certainly could show at WrestleMania, Finn's winning that motherfucker.
Yeah, because the Demon does not lose.
Nope.
No, never loses.
I really hope they figure out how to book that in the next cycle.
Yes.
I think my idea where Finn is a really good mid-card wrestler, but the Demon is
the main eventer.
Yes.
Yes. I like that a lot. It make more sense. And it give more depth to the character of Finn rather than coming out and smiling at everything.
Yeah.
So I love me some Finn Balor. We love Finn Balor. But he smiles at everything.
Yeah, it's almost a little uncomfortable in his really short shorts, his tight tights. I'm sure he's smiling like
OGPC.
that because his like. I'm not getting into WNA territory, but
Bulge.
we talk about it all the time. But that being said, yeah. So it has been a little weird, his little smile thing, but I really want to see the Demon.
Yeah, I do too.
That would be a nice surprise to see him come to WrestleMania that way. But it is his first WrestleMania, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we might just see regular old Finn.
I think so too. I think we just get regular Finn.
And I'm okay with that as well.
Save it for SummerSlam. What's next? What else did we have?
He's not dating Charlie Caruso. I thought he was with what's her face on the website? Kathy Kelly. Isn't he with Kathy Kelly?
Maybe he's dating everybody and they're okay with it.
Charlie? Dude, he's just killing it. Both those women are really, really pretty. I met Charlie Caruso.
Yeah, that's right. Was it
on her birthday?
Was that
at
the live
NXT
event?
Live?
Nice.
Yeah, she's from here, and I met her parents.
The whole damn family.
Yeah, so I've been waiting to. I got a 1-year anniversary reminder to tweet her a picture of me and my kids, or my kids took a picture with her.
That's
there's
awesome.
a picture of Emma and her doing duck face.
Nice.
And because she was at that NXT Live event on her birthday, so.
Nah, she's a cool person.
And really, in like the last year, she's skyrocketed.
Yeah, she has.
She was just like an NXT personality. Now she's like, I feel like she's like one step below Renee.
She's one of my favorites.
She's awesome. She
Yeah.
just does a really good job. She, like Coach coming in and her, have brought more professionalism to the commentating / interviewing form. I mean, the 3-man commentating team's always been good, but having more like serious based people in there makes it seem much more like a sporting event as opposed to sports entertainment event. It just makes it more. It makes it seem bigger. Like Coach coming in, Coach was on Sports Center. Yeah, he originally was from WWE, but he just comes in and he basically is like a sports commentator.
Yeah,
like Mauro Ranallo, all those guys.
Mauro Ranallo is the greatest.
Yes, can't wait to hear him call the takeover.
Tope
Suicida. Definitely gonna hear that.
What else happened on Raw?
So Braun lost me at the beginning of his deal, but then after he finished his thing, he was backstage.
Oh yeah, this was great.
Change my Please be careful, DX.
Don't get shot again.
Or Yankees, sorry. DX isn't on call. But I love the back that he went to the back, and of course it's Kurt Hawkins.
I love that he had a shirt ready.
Yes, it said "Pick me, Braun." Did you see his tweet online where he basically was like, it was a picture of Braun in the background and him, and like taking a picture of, and then the 2 championship belts are in the background.
No.
And it basically was a tweet that says, "This could be us, but you're playing."
That's awesome.
So he's like, "Hey, this could be my moment. I could break through the." What did he say? I could break through a wall or something. He just threw him through a wall.
Yeah.
He's like, I was like, "Oh, that's great." Because we don't want to have Kurt Hawkins win anytime soon.
No.
I really hope they give him like an angle where it becomes a big deal.
Yes.
Because he is hilarious.
He's actually really funny, yeah.
Yes, and he's not. His gimmick was terrible when he came back. I was like, why did they bring this guy back? But now you're starting to see there's a lot of talent there. They just haven't figured out the best way to use him. And I kind of like this whole idea of him just being really funny on social media and always losing his matches.
Yeah, keep that streak going hard.
What else?
Let's see. There's that. I don't know, because the Raw Go Home show wasn't, to me, there was like really good parts, which are most of the parts we talked about, but I felt kind of bored through parts of it.
What bored you? Other than the first 20 minutes, which was
that
was hard to come back from, right?
Yeah.
So you had like that 20 minutes and you're just like, and I get it. And I guess, thinking about it in terms of us, like hardcore, marks, whatever you want to call us, internet wrestling community, the Ronda Rousey thing isn't for us.
No, it's to
It's
bring
for
new
the-
people in.
It's a mainstream getter. Like, hey, oh God, Ronda Rousey's wrestling for the first time. Even people who don't watch wrestling at my work were like, Ronda Rousey is wrestling at WrestleMania.
Rousey.
I said, yep, go check it out. You can watch it for free. Like 2 people today, I was talking to him. I was like, yeah, just sign up and cancel after a month if you don't want to watch it. Like, what? I was like, yeah, you can watch WrestleMania for free this week.
You can watch WrestleMania for free this week? I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
If you never signed up for the network before, get it free for 30 days.
Yeah, you get WrestleMania for free. You sign up for free.
Then you keep it the next month, and it's only how much?
$9.99?
$9.99 a month.
Is WrestleMania free this week?
It is free.
Good. I didn't know WrestleMania was free this week. By the way, WrestleMania is free this week for new subscribers to the WWE Network for $9.99.
Please, WWE, pay us.
No, they just shot that. They shot that out a lot, like during the whole program.
It's working. People know about it.
And then they also did this weird thing where they would, on Raw, when they would have a match, they would cut to a side screen and talk about the SmackDown matches on WrestleMania. And on SmackDown, they talked about the Raw matches on WrestleMania during matches.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. It kept you like
cross-promoting between the brands.
Yeah.
Going back to John Cena's promo, like, biggest pop of the night. Do you remember what it was?
Was that when he was talking about Rusev Day?
Yeah. We got the biggest Rusev Day chance on Raw and then on SmackDown. It was incredible.
I don't even want to talk about Raw anymore. I want to talk about SmackDown now.
Yeah, we can go back and kind of follow back in.
Yeah, because we're talking about WrestleMania.
That's right. So let's burn through SmackDown and then we can kind of talk about the weekend.
Dude.
What? Did you love the Love Fest?
Yeah. No, wait. Let me rewind like 5 minutes before the Love Fest.
Okay.
Did you see where Shane McMahon like completely spaced what he was talking about?
I wasn't paying attention to it that hard.
Oh, dude. They both got into the ring and they were talking to each other and it's like, all right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna be friends. And all of a sudden Shane just started doing this.
Maybe he's still on those drugs from his diverticulitis.
Something, man. And Daniel was just like smiling and like, yeah. So we're gonna hug it out now. It was just there's a little bit of
that part, so I guess
little bit of awkwardness.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I like that it kind of was an awkward hug, and then when they hugged, he was like, "Oh, that actually kind of works."
Yeah.
It was just like the return of that feeling before Survivor Series, where it was they seemed so in sync together, and like it was like all about the blue brand, and SmackDown was so built up. Like,
well, I guess
the
hug thing, because this was before we started to rewatch wrestling, was a throwback to Team Hell No with Kane.
Oh, with Kane and yeah.
I guess he used to like give awkward hugs to people or something.
Awesome, man. Have a grenade for us.
Oh, Mickey's hand grenade? Is that what he's talking about?
Well, he just said he's in New Orleans right now.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Have a grenade. Have what's the other thing there? The hurricane.
The hurricane. Oh.
Go to Acme Oyster House and eat as many oysters as possible.
Mm-hmm. Eat you some alligator. Some deep fried alligator.
I'm so pissed
that we're not in New Orleans right now.
Yeah. Next time it goes back to New Orleans, we gotta go.
New Orleans is fun.
I've never been.
I've been once, but it was with a school group, so it wasn't that fun. But it was band, so it was kind of fun.
I feel like if I went to New Orleans, I'd turn back into the old me. We'd probably have to put all social media.
Crack open some Steve Weisers. Yeah. Toss them back.
See me on the French Quarter doing the Stone Cold.
Me and you could do stunners and rock bottoms to each other for like 15 minutes straight.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
I would kill to be at the NXT. NXT takeover. I want to be in one. Just one. I don't care where it's at.
Well, we should try to make it to Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm. Really should.
Yes, we should definitely.
We have a lot of time.
Yep. You can pick up Rob on the way.
Would we have to go back?
Detour.
Yeah, we'd have to.
We'd have to go up. There's 2 ways to get there. We could go up and get him because I think he just moved. He's in Canton.
Yeah, it's like
now.
Outside Detroit or something.
He's in Canton, so he's a little south.
Okay. What? Where? I want to know. So SmackDown, let's keep the ball rolling.
He's talking about in Orlando.
Ooh. I'd like to go to a live event. Yeah.
Full Sail.
That'd be cool. Full Sail crowd seems like so much fun.
Yeah, it's like home base. It's like it's like stacked deck, which is great. It's a great way to like build up all these people to move up to the main roster.
Yeah.
And it just makes this incredible environment for what it is. It's been incredible.
So speaking of Rusev Day, because we were talking about that earlier, Rusev fucking won this week.
Means he's gonna lose.
I know. What if they throw that curveball?
Yeah.
That would be a great curveball. And that'd be a fantastic WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, I don't see why they shouldn't put a rocket pack on him. It doesn't do anything to put Randy Orton over. Unless they give it back to Bobby Roode. I don't see Jinder winning.
No.
I think it really comes down to either Bobby or Rusev winning. And if Rusev wins, place is gonna go in. He might get the biggest pop of the night.
He could. He absolutely could. They'll be chanting Rusev Day throughout the whole thing.
So, P.S.
Uh-huh.
When did Aiden English get bars?
Oh, yeah, he was rapping, wasn't he?
Yes!
Because Sunil Singh came out and tried to sing.
Sunil Singh came out and tried to do it, and he came out and started spitting bars, and I was like, what? I was like, you need to do that more often. That was impressive.
It was actually really cool. That was a great way to.
I really liked the intro this week. Yeah, man, I really, really hope he wins.
Me too, because he's incredible. He's a great in-ring worker. The crowd fucking loves him. Everyone loves Rusev Day.
It's a really over gimmick right now. They need to strike while the iron's hot, but
this would be a great time. The beginning, like, or the end of the season, basically, and then start up the new calendar year of WWE with Rusev and a belt. And
somebody needs to elevate that damn U.S. title belt.
Hell yeah, because
it's elevated since
it's garbage.
Since who had it last? AJ?
Yeah, AJ and KO when they were feuding for it. That's when Jinder was still the champion.
Yeah.
Now it's switched and now it's garbage.
Just, I don't know. It's just not been super interesting.
If you put on Rusev, it'll make him a 3-time U.S. champion, which is just growing him more.
Yeah. Growing his pedigree.
Aiden English goes along with him, and he's great right now.
Yeah. That was awesome when he got in the ring at the end of the match.
That was I know he had to eat an RKO, but
it was good.
It was a good one. I just didn't like how it ended with them. Who was it? Randy Orton and Bobby Roode staring at each other while the entire crowd was chanting Rusev Day.
Yeah, it's like they aren't paying attention to the audience right now with this.
I hope they are, and
no,
they're
they
making
are.
it seem like they're not. Yeah,
I think it's definitely going to go his way. It should. Doesn't. I'm gonna be a little upset.
Yeah, just a little bit.
What else?
SmackDown.
Asuka showed up on SmackDown.
Yeah, she did.
We almost had a Money in the Bank cash in.
Oh, but even before that, the match between Charlotte and Natalya, pretty damn good match. It wasn't terrible.
I fast forwarded it because Natalya was taking on Charlotte again.
Yeah, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't.
I fast forwarded it.
But they gave him. But the one thing that we talk about for the women's division, they never give them enough time, and they gave them time.
Yeah, but it was fucking Natalya, who's not even going to be at WrestleMania,
Very
taking
true.
on the champ, who's
true.
at WrestleMania, taking
Very
on
true.
Asuka. Like, if you think about it like that, it makes absolutely no sense.
Well, you had to have Charlotte wrestling again. You had to, in order to have Carmella come out to do a fake cash in it wasn't a fake cash in. It was a botch. Yeah, an attempted cash in, which Charlotte kicked it like a football. And I just went, good. It was good. I liked it. Which I think that now some people were talking online, like they're saying with Carmella, does this hurt Carmella that she's cashing in or attempting to cash in so much?
Well, how many times did Seth Rollins run down and almost cash in?
About the same exact times.
Yeah, and then when he cashed in, it was a huge deal.
But now is everyone expecting her to cash in at WrestleMania?
Yes, which I still think might not happen. I like the idea if she could cash it in on Raw, but I don't know if that's even possible.
Right.
They haven't announced it. That would be an awesome swerve.
That would be. I would love it if she opened up the briefcase afterwards and everyone was like, what the hell? Like maybe on Raw or SmackDown after, if she does cash in at Mania and go, here's what it says in the contract for any title, or not a specified title, just as the women's title. I don't know.
I think if she doesn't cash in at Mania, she'll cash in on SmackDown.
Yeah.
But I think that's only if Charlotte wins. Although that would be pretty cool to see Asuka get the title from Charlotte and then lose the streak on SmackDown to Carmella.
That would be
a sucker punch.
It would give Carmella nuclear heat. But that would kill the intensity of the streak like that.
Well, you could do an instant rematch on Tuesday and have Charlotte pretty much like destroy her through the whole match, which is a lot of her matches, or she sells a ton for the person she just pulls something out at the very end.
Talking about
Asuka.
Asuka, yeah.
Because she does sell really well. Like part of what makes her such a good wrestler, she does take a beating well. But she always just has like that fire that comes back and then she wins. And it would be pretty cool to see her like pull out a win against Charlotte to beat her for the second time and just exhausted in the middle of the ring, and Charlotte comes out or Carmella comes out and cashes in.
Yeah.
I'll tell you which will suck the worst is if she goes to cash in and doesn't get the title.
Yeah, if it gets botched, she has to win. She has to win the title when she cashes it.
Yeah,
she has to. If she doesn't, her career's done.
Unless Asuka wins at Mania, turn around the next night, and Charlotte beats her after just like a marathon match, and then Carmella cashes in on Charlotte.
It's got to be on Charlotte. It's got to be. But this is why I want it to be during the Raw side, because I don't want it to even touch Charlotte or Asuka's amazing match, because it's going to be one of the best matches of the night.
Somebody just posted on Periscope, what if they like both Asuka and Charlotte are down, Carmella comes in, inserts herself like Seth did, and then pins Charlotte.
So Asuka doesn't technically take the pin.
Yeah, she wouldn't have taken the pin. She would have technically lost, but they could put that as kind of like an asterisk that she hasn't really lost.
Ooh.
Or she gets injured or something in the match.
I like that.
Yeah.
And so she'd have to do it in the middle.
And then you could lead into like a triple threat match at the next pay-per-view for the title.
Carmella would lose it.
Oh, absolutely. That's fine, but that's okay. That serves the purpose of the Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
And she would just build even more heat on herself, because I'm ready for her and Becky to just like shoot up like this next season. They are too good.
Yes. And they've been just thrown away in the back burner.
Yeah. They've been put on the back burner for like 4 or 5 months. Like that run Carmella had was incredible.
And then it just died.
And then it died because they were building other stuff. I mean, they built that whole Natalia, and then I think the Riot Squad coming in. Maybe the Riot Squad comes in, beats the shit out of Asuka and Charlotte,
and then Carmella comes in.
And then Carmella comes to clean up the scraps and takes the title.
Ooh, that's interesting. I like that. I don't know. Anything can happen.
She could come through the audience.
That's a long run still.
Well, I mean, like she could be like down there, like in the audience, and then that all gets taken away, and then she jumps in and.
So are we 90% sure that she's going to be cashing in? You think there's going to be a cash in Mania?
It's the most likely thing, yeah.
Yeah. Unless she holds it longer. Which is still another possibility.
She's already held it longer than anybody else in the history of WWE.
Yeah, I think she broke
the record last week.
Was it Edge that held it the longest? He was like 280 days or something.
Seth Rollins was pretty close because he cashed it in at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen, which makes it even more exciting. The whole time I'm going to be waiting to see what happens.
This WrestleMania on paper, like if you look at all the matches on paper, it's going to be fan-fucking-tastic.
Oh, it's one of the most stacked cards
in the modern era.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think we'll look back on this and look at it like, what was it, WrestleMania 19? You had The Rock and Stone Cold. You had Vince McMahon versus Hulk Hogan. I mean...
Vince McMahon versus Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, WrestleMania 19. They had that street fight. Remember where Vince got all bloodied?
Was that Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, you should go back and watch that. It's pretty
I
incredible.
The last WrestleMania of the Attitude Era that I thoroughly remember watching was Rock and Stone Cold at 17.
That's my favorite WrestleMania of all time.
Yes.
Because that also had, was it Taker and Triple H in that great match? It had that incredible TLC match with the Hardys, Edge, Christian, and the Dudley Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think, there was just so much going on. Hold on. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Do you know what the theme song for WrestleMania 19 was?
What was it?
Limp Bizkit, Crack Addict.
That's even
Crack
better.
Addict. I love it.
That's awesome.
All right, so the WrestleMania. Let me go through the WrestleMania. Let's see here.
19. So that was
tag team match, which was Chief Morley and Lance Storm beating Kane and Rob Van Dam. Matt Hardy defeated Rey Mysterio for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Oh, wow.
Undertaker beat the Big Show and A-Train in a handicap match. Trish Stratus beat Victoria for the championship. Team Angle, which was Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin, defeated Chris Benoit, Rhino, and then the Los Guerreros, which was Chavo and Eddie. Shawn Michaels against Chris Jericho. Triple H beat Booker T in that feud that's legendary now. Hulk Hogan beat Vince McMahon, Rock, Stone Cold, and then the main event was Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, where Brock won his first title.
That's right. Was that the first time The Rock beat Stone Cold at a WrestleMania? Or did he ever beat him?
He beat him at WrestleMania 19.
Okay. Yeah, because leading up to that, he never won. It was always Stone Cold.
Well, yeah. That was kind of the end of Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Like the beginning of the end.
That's kind of when I stopped watching wrestling, was around WrestleMania 19.
Yeah, I think me too. I think myself as well. I stopped watching just before Hogan came back.
That was like, what, 2001?
Yeah, I mean, I was still paying attention, but it was like once the whole NWO or WCW folded and they had that whole like invasion angle stuff, I kind of lost interest for a while. And I should have gotten back involved in it because that time it kind of picked back up for a while.
Yeah, and then the what is
the
it?
Ruthless Aggression era took off.
Yep.
And then there was some great times in there. I just wasn't watching wrestling at that time.
Yeah, same.
I probably should go back and start watching some of that stuff.
Yeah, we do have the network for $9.99 a month.
I know. You can watch every single pay-per-view of all time. It's just for $9.99 a month. It's a pretty good deal.
Oh, man.
What else in SmackDown?
Let's talk about Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Let's talk about Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn because
let's do it.
Their promo coming out of the crowd, standing on top of the announcer's table was gold.
We deserve it. This might have been Sammy's best promo ever.
Definitely.
He was awesome.
I love his movements.
Yeah.
His little wiggly movements. Like, it works for him.
Super eccentric and weird dude.
And that's him in real life.
Yeah. No, that's just
cranked to
cranked
11.
Up, which is always. Which KO shirt did he wear, DX?
It was, I think it's his new merch, is KO Mania. It had Kevin Owens versus Kevin Owens.
The KO Mania is incredible t-shirt. I really want that shirt.
It's a good one. I just like that he has himself versus himself.
Yes.
That's great. Great heel work.
Yes.
And for being fired, still rocking new merch.
It's going around a lot these days. Even in NXT, people show up when they're fired and still fight people.
Mm-hmm.
As we'll talk about here in a little bit.
Yes.
But yeah, going back to Kevin and Sammy promo.
It was great. And then Shane McMahon, Daniel Bryan were backstage. They're like, we need to do something about this. So they come out. Here comes the money. The money comes. Daniel Bryan comes.
Here we go.
And then they start running up. They're like, peace out. So they run up the ramp. And I just want this match to happen already. But I still think there's going to be something doesn't make sense in this feud.
What do you mean?
Because for the longest time with this whole thing with Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Daniel Bryan was always the guy that stuck up for him, which he talked about at the beginning of the show. You know, he said, I've known these guys for 15 years. I shouldn't have given them so many chances. I was letting that kind of, deter my decisions and what I'm doing with these guys. but I'm over it. So on and so forth. I still think something's going to happen with that, though, at Mania. He's either going to do something to get the guys their jobs back, or he's just going to turn full fucking heel on the crowd, which would be a huge thing to do if he started being an in-ring worker and started off as a heel instead of a babyface.
That's not going to happen.
It could happen. There's always a possibility.
Nope.
How do you think the match is going to go down?
I think Shane's going to cost him the match.
Because they are winning. KO and Sammy are winning.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to, unless they're moving to Raw on Monday.
Yeah, because they kept, what was the thing they kept saying? They're not going to be here on SmackDown. They're not, if they lose, they're not going to be on SmackDown Live.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know how they're going to do this match.
I don't either. And that's another reason why it's awesome.
Yeah, they got to protect Sammy. They kind of got to protect Daniel because he hasn't wrestled in 2 years.
Yeah.
I think they all get their spots in, and then I think I bet you Kevin wins. Kevin pins Shane or something.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be awesome if he headbutted Shane and then pinned him?
Just like he headbutted his dad. That'd be great. That'd be good storytelling.
Yep.
I don't know.
And then maybe that's how, like, is now that they came back together just for WrestleMania, maybe Shane's like, screw this, he's fired anyway, and they send even though they win. I don't know. I'm kind of excited the fact that I have no idea what's going to happen with this match.
Yeah, same.
I feel like a lot of the matches I have a pretty good handle on, which may not be the case at all. Excuse me.
Yeah, some of the matches you're going to go like, Brock and Roman. Roman's winning that match.
We're pretty certain Roman's going to win the match.
Yeah.
If Taker shows up, wouldn't you say Taker's going to win?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And John's going away for a while.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what.
What else?
I think we both realize the Miz is going to lose the title.
Yep. Asuka's going to keep her streak.
Asuka's going to keep it. Nia's going to lose to Alexa. Alexa's keeping the title.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think AJ's losing. No,
AJ's got to win that match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually during SmackDown, because I got a little bored during the 6-man tag with everybody in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale with Cheese match.
Yes.
I went on YouTube because I found out that New Japan was showing the match of Nakamura and Styles for free, the full match on YouTube. So I watched it.
Oh, nice.
During SmackDown. And it was fan-fucking-tastic. It was really good. So if they throw anything that's even close to that match that they had at New Japan, it's going to be fire.
I'm surprised Primo is still with the WWE as well. DX.
Yeah, what the hell was that about?
Where was Primo? Was he in the...
He was in that 6-man tag match.
I didn't even pay attention to that.
Yeah, he was on the heel side.
Oh.
It was like him, Baron Corbin, 2 other guys. I wasn't paying attention to the match at all.
You know what? I don't think
Dolph
I even
Ziggler.
watched that match.
Dolph Ziggler was in the match.
I don't think I watched that match. I think I missed out on Mojo.
There we go.
All the people that nobody cares about.
Yeah, it's everybody that's in the Battle Royale on
With
SmackDown.
cheese.
With cheese.
Extra cheese.
Oh, extra cheesy. I just don't care about this match.
What, the Battle Royal?
Yeah.
I'm excited to watch it, but
it depends on who wins.
Who is going to piss you off? Okay, what would make that match? What would make you happy about the ending of the match?
If Dolph won it,
you'd be okay with Dolph
I'd be okay with Dolph winning.
Baron?
I'd be okay with that.
Mojo?
I'd be shitty.
Okay. If Elias is in it?
I think he is in it.
He should be. I think he's the favorite if he's in it.
I'd be okay with him winning it.
Big Cass coming back?
That'd be cool. So you know what? Now that you're mentioning all those things, might be a little bit excited for it.
Yeah. Matt Hardy.
Dude, if Matt Hardy won it, that'd be awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
I don't
think he will, but I think he'll have a good showing. But I think whoever's going to throw him out, he'll have another feud with next.
Yeah.
Ooh, what if You know who we're going to see that we haven't seen because he's been reincarnated.
Bray Wyatt.
Can we see the new Bray Wyatt show up?
Bray Wyatt.
Or is maybe that a Monday Raw?
I think it's a Monday after Raw.
Yeah, or maybe not. Maybe we don't see him for
Well, he's got, I mean, they've been giving him this story with Matt Hardy. He's got to show up at WrestleMania. He's got to.
Maybe he's not in it, but he shows up and throws Bray Wyatt out. Or he throws
he throws himself out.
Get out of here.
He could cost Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. And continue the feud.
Unintentionally, like he's there to like follow Matt and he gets him.
Yeah. What if he's Braun's partner?
Could be Brother Nero.
That'd be another good one.
He's been cleared.
Has he?
Yeah, he's been working at the PFC.
Good. Good.
PC,
I think. Yeah.
Politically correct. Lost the ability to speak.
Performance Center.
The Performance Center.
Performance. The center of performing.
Back at the center of performing. You, in fact, will be deleted. Delete.
More people are getting the finger down at the delete.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Not the full hand, just the finger.
Finger across.
Delete.
It's like wiping it away. Swipe.
Yes, we don't want to see the full straight hand. This is no good. This is good.
Cross, not up.
Yes. You will get deleted if you do that.
Oh, yeah.
You'll get deleted from WWE programming.
And unprocured.
Unprocured.
That beer is really good.
Yeah.
But I like the first one better.
That one's way more balanced. This one's a little hot.
This one had more chocolate to it.
Yeah, this one's got like fresh coffee in it. This one's been sitting for a year.
Yeah. They're both good. They're both really good. Hence why they're gone.
I don't know. I like this one a lot.
I like them both.
It's funny because when we did the side-by-sides of the bourbon counties, you liked this year's over last year's.
Yes.
But 2017 is a chocolate bomb, so you definitely are drawn to that. What did you think of that Prodigal we had last week? Wasn't that really
That was delicious.
Yes. I need to go back to I'm going to St. Louis in May for 2 days. Hopefully they'll have some of that there.
There you go.
I mean, I'm going to be there for work, but
always stop by.
Hopefully.
What else is going on?
I don't know.
Did we miss anything?
Yeah, I'm sure we did.
Probably.
Elias, we missed Raw. DX pointed it out. Elias took on Heath Slater.
Get that the fuck out of here.
I will say this though. Elias has mastered the troll of the audience.
Oh yeah,
it's incredible.
He's got the whole crowd in his hands.
Absolutely. And I really love Rhino's new shirt.
What did it say?
I'm with Heath.
Oh, that's Walk with Heath.
Walk with Heath.
Yeah, that's right. I walk with Heath.
And he's got a full beard now, which is weird.
Yeah.
Makes him look different.
Yeah. It's got a kind of elongate to,
Yeah.
He's got short, stubby.
He's like a rectangle.
He's a box.
Rectangle.
He's a box with baby limbs.
Yes, but he will gore you.
Yeah. Still to this day.
I'm done talking about Raw and SmackDown.
I know. I kind of want to move on to the other two.
What do you want? Let's talk about 205 Live because I'm definitely more invested in NXT
for sure. This week on 205 Live, they had another 205 Live.
They did,
and you watched it.
I did.
Yeah,
first 205 Live I've watched in I don't know how long.
While, right? So
yes.
what were your thoughts because I've been watching it every week since you just started watching it again? What were your thoughts on it?
The booking and the whole angle they're going down or the path they're moving down is really progressive, like in a good way. Like it looked like it's moving towards something. It's not just felt for a while it was just like they didn't know what to do with it. Now it seems like it has purpose.
Yes.
Having a GM, Drake Maverick, does a really good job.
Yeah, he's incredible.
Evidently Marzi's not a fan.
She's
sleeping. She's having dreams. I like some of the angles they're working, some of the feuds, like the Japanese guys versus the luchadors. It's just a really interesting Like they're like, oh, we've got 2 really awesome Japanese wrestlers and a handful of luchadors.
Yep.
Let's put these 2 styles against each other. And watching Hideo Itami and Tozawa together, it was like super exciting. And then, watching luchadors go at it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then you got like Kalisto is like the head of like the luchador group, which hopefully we'll see those 3 versus Hideo, Tozawa, and maybe our new favorite wrestler,
Buddy
Murphy.
Fucking Murphy.
Which was the main event. Which last week they announced he was going to be the number 1 contender for the championship, right?
That's what I thought, but they were talking during this episode like that wasn't the case.
Oh, well, he
deserves it.
He is incredible. Like I've seen him live when he was on at NXT. He's dropped like 30 pounds. I guarantee
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
He is like he's like Finn Balor but more ripped.
It's like all upper body,
Yeah,
dude.
He's got more muscle mass than Finn Balor.
Yeah.
But he's like, just completely cut down and shredded right now.
Mm.
And he is really talented in the ring.
He's really, really good.
And he's working that style, which I didn't realize he could do. I mean, that's pretty unique.
Him and Kalisto worked a match that was so good that it had the whole crowd chanting 205, 205.
Yes.
Fight forever. And this is awesome. I've never heard those 3 chants.
A full SmackDown show.
Yep. And after a full 205, like they were the main event, it was the end of the night, and people were standing up in ovation for these guys.
Yeah. He was not that good at NXT. He was a good tag team wrestler with who was his partner?
Blake.
Yeah.
Something Blake.
Yeah. Buddy Murphy, and it was Murphy and Blake. And they were the champs at one time.
They were. They were champs for a while.
They had a they had a valet, you might know. Her name was Alexa Bliss.
And that's what put Alexa Bliss on the map.
Yeah, because Alexa Bliss started off as a baby face, was like this little bubbly thing, and it wasn't over.
It was awful.
It wasn't until she became their manager, and she basically was Zelina Vega before Zelina Vega was around.
Yes.
Like the mean, really hot chick that like helped her team out at all costs.
Yeah.
And then she just started doing singles wrestling and is blown up. So, yeah, he cut down a ton of weight, got really, really shredded like a julienne salad.
Yes.
Tropic Thunder.
It was
more shredded than a julienne salad.
It's almost like they were trying to embody those quote unquote like Will Ospreay Ricochet matches.
Yes, they had a lot of that like nonstop perpetual motion stuff, but it definitely had a WWE feel to it.
Yes.
And some hard hitting moves.
That one on the apron where you put him up into the suplex. Bit of a botch. Yeah. That looked painful.
Yes. Well, and then Kalisto almost broke his neck, so I mean, kind of got him back.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hurricane Rana. Yeah, it was an incredible match. It was great to see. And Buddy Murphy won again. He's
on fire right now.
He's on fire. Like he's the hottest thing on 205 Live, other than the main event going to the WrestleMania card, which is the match for the title, which is Mustafa Ali versus Cedric the
Entertainer Alexander.
Cedric the Entertainer Alexander the Great. But yeah, and they did a nice little vignette with the two of them.
Was it like an interview? Right?
Yeah. Just kind of talking about like coming to this and how
the heart versus the soul.
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool tagline because Cedric Alexander isn't very outside of the ring very entertaining.
No.
He's just kind of I don't know. He's not a really great talker, but they built this matchup to be really exciting, and I think it will be really good. And then I loved at the end after the awesome Murphy Kalisto match. Drake got out by himself, like behind like back in the back, and was basically just like talked up WrestleMania. And he's like, but the best part about WrestleMania is going to be this cruiserweight match. You'll be there, and you'll be like, I was there for this, and he was just talking it up. It was really well done.
He's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I'll watch more of it. I will. I should have been watching it sooner, but I'm now invested. So
right, and that just goes to show what 205 Live has been doing in the last 5 weeks. People are getting excited about it. There's stories that are being told. You care about what happens to the wrestlers in their matches. You know, I think did Tony Nese had a match against a jobber.
Yeah, I didn't watch most of that because I think I was finishing dinner.
But he looked good.
Yeah, And then they had a Drew Gulak thing where
he put off the match.
Put off the match because he said he wanted to make sure he was fully healthy. His what was his name?
Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews. And he basically was like, I don't need a PowerPoint this week. I did this to him because, and he's like, I need one slide. And it was like, because I can. And now he's announced that he's the best submission artist in 205 Live.
He's really damn good.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's like all these different feuds brewing now. Like we're starting to see some tag team division development. Like maybe we'll see a tag team belt like you've talked about.
Yep.
I'm sold, man. I'm going to watch some more 205 Live. I don't know if I'll watch every week.
Yeah.
No, he didn't sign a new contract.
Who's that? Brock?
Yeah, he's gone. I mean, he even announced it basically on Raw. He said, Paul Heyman said he's going to UFC. And
they're going to call it the Broctagon.
The Broctagon. And I think I saw something today where it said he announced with
Dana White
that he's going to the UFC. So, nope, Brock's gone. That means he's going to drop that title.
I'm okay with it.
To the big dog.
I think we're all okay with it.
I think it's time.
It's been long enough.
Everybody's sick of having a part-time champ.
Yes. I mean, don't get me wrong. Or don't get us wrong. Because I do enjoy me some Brock Lesnar from time to time. Because those matches are exciting. The matches that he has had in the last year, which were like, 13? If that, all those matches we wanted to see what would happen, but ultimately Brock always got the better of everybody.
It'll be a clean loss. He'll get speared he'll get Superman punched like 4 or 5 times like they did at the go home, and he'll spear him a couple times, and that's how it went.
Yeah, Brock's kicking out of the first spear.
If not the second spear.
Yeah.
I think it'll be literally which guy doesn't pass out first.
I hope Roman gets as bloodied as he did the last time they met at WrestleMania, because that was awesome. And he was laughing in his face.
Yeah.
That was great.
It was an incredible match. That was when Roman Reigns became like main event, like legit.
Mm-hmm. So this will be Roman's 4th year in a row.
WrestleMania.
And he's won minus the Seth Rollins cash in. He's won 3.
3 of the 4?
Yeah.
Well, he's won 2 of the 3.
2 of the 3, yeah.
So he's about to go 75%. Or he'll be 50%. If somehow Brock holds on.
Oh, that would suck. I'd actually be kind of pissed.
Yep. I would be too. Anything else on 205 Live before we move to NXT?
That was it. Let's talk about NXT.
Holy man. I mean, what? Okay, so
let's talk about what we're not looking forward to, but the least excited we are for
the women's championship.
Yeah, I mean, it's still going to be good.
It'll be a good match.
It's going to be good, but in comparison to the other matches,
I don't have an invested interest in either Shayna Baszler or Ember Moon at this point.
No.
The women's division is probably the weakest it's been since Asuka left.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And that's just because they have a bunch of newcomers that haven't established themselves yet. Speaking of which, I watched last week NXT 2. Did you see what happened to our homegirl?
Yeah, that sucked. Dakota
Kai was going to have a match, and then your boy.
I tweeted that out. I was like, yay. I said, yay, Dakota Kai is on my TV. And as soon as I hit tweet, it was Andrade Cien almost beating the shit up out of Baxter
Black.
Yeah. I was like, oh, never mind.
So I thought NXT started perfectly. They had the finals of the Dusty Classic going on, which was AOP versus Roderick Strong and the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible match.
Incredible.
Oh my gosh. AOP is, I think, very underrated.
Yeah.
For being big guys, those guys move well. They sell very well.
Mm-hmm.
And they just do the tag team thing very well. And they got Paul Ellering in their corner, who does such a good job of being kind of like they're like his guard dogs, and he's like the evil henchman that sits him on everybody. And I love the gimmick. I just really think it's well done. But then Roderick and Dunn, they have that comeback, and it's just like they're like meshing as a tag team, and you thought they were going to pull it off, and then AOP come back, and then all of a sudden Undisputed Era shows up.
That was great. That's perfect.
And it was it Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole, right?
Baby.
Bobby Fish is out.
Yes, and they announced it. Yeah, they did an official announcement that he's out.
So instead of letting one of them win, and then hopefully at first I didn't understand the angle of them coming in and ruining the match.
But as soon as they said that the ref called a double disqualification, I was like, ah ha ha ha, here we go.
And then, Regal comes out and announces, hey, that was smart. Hopefully, you thought if you got them, this match wouldn't happen, that you wouldn't have to,
defend
the titles at TakeOver. He's like, you're wrong. You're not that smart. So we got a triple threat tag match at TakeOver for the titles. And the winner will not only be the champ, they will also take home the Dusty Trophy.
Oh.
So that thing's got all kinds of, oh man.
I am so excited for that match.
Yeah. We've got, of course, the grudge match. What do they call it?
Unsanctioned.
Unsanctioned match. Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa. Oh my God. That I mean, that has the ability to steal the entire weekend.
Well, it's been one of the longest running storylines in NXT this past year.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, DIY was killing it as the tag team champions. They were throwing matches of the year. The Revival, they lost it to AOP in an incredible ladder match. Yeah. That ladder match was insane. And then the turn of the century.
Evil, shitty looking dude.
And I love when they replayed it, because when they were up on the ramp, I remember it, watching it live. They were up on the ramp. He has his
they showed the logo like it was the end of the show.
Yep, and then you could hear him mouthing, "I'm sorry," I love you, I'm sorry. And then all of a sudden he just throws him into the back.
Good.
It was so good.
So this should be incredible. And if Johnny Wrestling wins, he gets his job back.
He's winning this match.
He never wins as a singles wrestler. So to be honest with you, I don't expect him to win. I expect Ciampa to win and Johnny to move up. But
I think Johnny Wrestling gets the win for the simple fact that he hasn't won a match. Because, I mean, since he feuded with Andrade, he lost every single match. Yep. Every single one. Got really close the last time, but because of Ciampa.
Yeah, he cost him the match.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if we see, I think you're right, Johnny Wrestling's probably going to win, and he'll get an opportunity to be a number one contender again for the title.
Do you know the last time that Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano faced off? Was during the Cruiserweight Classic before they got into NXT.
Yeah, I heard that this somewhere. I heard it today.
Yeah. It was when they first signed with WWE.
Cruiserweight Classic.
Mm-hmm.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going to be absolutely just batshit incredible. And then you got the title match, which is Andre Cien Almas versus Aleister Black.
Aleister's winning. I think it's time. I think it's time for a new champion. Even though Andrade Cien Almas with Zelina Vega is one of the best gimmicks.
Incredible.
One of the best heel gimmicks in all of WWE, not just NXT.
And then the match I'm most looking forward to is the 6-man ladder match for the North American title.
Oh, it is so stacked.
Oh, you got Lars
mm-hmm.
Sullivan, right?
Yep.
Killian Dane.
Yep.
Which they were having the main event match.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then Dream Dream shows up to kind of like finish them off. And then your buddy, Adam Cole, shows up. And then EC3 says, I ain't having none of it.
He's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
He is awesome.
And then who's last to come out? Fucking Ricochet.
Yep. And he did the whole flippy shit in the ring.
Awesome.
And he like stared down everybody while on
He's like a superhero.
He is.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see this ladder match.
We're both gonna be watching that match with our jaws on the floor. I think everybody is.
The whole freaking takeover is gonna be like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's gonna be so much good wrestling.
Yes. Yes.
It may overshadow WrestleMania.
Yes.
As good as that WrestleMania card is, that takeover could be incredible.
Mm-hmm. It will be. Holy crap. NXT takeover is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. If you've never seen a takeover, this is the one to watch. Yes, you should definitely see NXT live too. I will attest. It's an incredible experience. Any live show, to be honest with you, house shows, almost better than going to a Raw or SmackDown, although it's nice to be there for those big moments. Like going to Raw and seeing the Shield reunion this year was an incredible experience. But probably one of my favorite memories was going into that NXT live show. It was in like a small environment. You were really close to the wrestlers. It was super fun.
I would say also it's a great place to come bring fans who aren't fans of wrestling yet.
Yeah.
Like bring a group of friends, like, hey, let's just go out and watch this live show. There's no storyline, there's nothing, just awesome shit going on in the ring. And they're like, wow.
And you get to see people work on stuff that maybe you wouldn't expect. Like, yeah, it's just incredible. You should definitely check it out. But TakeOver,
it's going to be so incredible. Awesome.
So Saturday night, definitely check that out. And then, of course, we get to Sunday, WrestleMania.
Okay. So let's top off the show. Okay. Predictions. Let us start. Let's do NXT first.
Okay. NXT TakeOver.
Women's match. I'm calling Shayna Baszler.
It's a good get. I like. I'm gonna go against you and say Amberman's retaining.
Okay. I'm also saying between me and you, we're not doing Josh and Stu podcast.
Fuck no.
We're already not going to the WrestleMania thing, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I like that. Let's do the
pressure.
triple threat tag match.
I think Dunn and Strong win.
I think so too. Because that would be a huge pop.
Yeah. Well, and I don't think the Undisputed Era should get the Dusty trophies.
No.
And I think they're the least likely to win.
I'd like for AOP to get it, just to say for the simple fact that they won it 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
No one's ever done that. But I could see Strong and Dunn. They're an incredible tag team.
Yeah, and it gives us a chance to see Dunn a lot more, not just as the UK champ.
Correct. So. Let's do NXT Championship.
I think you're right. I think Aleister Black wins.
Yeah. I think it's time.
Yeah. I think Cien Almas could move up.
Could, but if Aleister Black does win, Andrade has a rematch clause. And that would be an incredible match. Documenting it? Good. Yeah. Good call. Let's do the North American Championship.
Oh man.
That's gonna be tough.
Who the hell knows, man? Put 6 names in a hat and pull one out.
Right.
I don't think it'll be Killian Dane or Lars Sullivan. I think it's gonna be Velveteen Dream.
Damn it, that's who I was gonna say.
But I think the 1A and 1B option of that is Adam Cole wins.
Ooh.
I don't think EC3 or Ricochet are going to win on their debuts.
If Adam Cole wins,
if
they are not.
Undisputed loses the tag titles,
yeah.
I think Adam Cole's going to win.
Ooh, that is so tough.
Yeah.
Because if they do have the tag match before the ladder match, he's going to be tired as fuck.
Yeah.
But with having a triple threat match, it gives him time to not be all up in the shit.
Yeah, and maybe they're just a little bit of filler. Maybe O'Reilly does most of the work for the tag team. That's a much easier match.
Agreed.
And he's a pro, man. He'll handle it just fine. They got through that freaking War Games match.
Yeah, that match was incredible. Holy crap. So you're going with the Dream, or we'll pick 2. What?
It's not. It's real.
Still real to me, damn it.
It's real, but it has a predetermined outcome. It's not fake. You go in there and do that shit. I can't.
Right? No. I like watching it.
Yes. I like losing my shit watching it.
And being smart assholes about it. Because we know what's better for everybody, okay?
It's still real to me.
I love that video. Did you just cheers yourself?
I did, damn it.
That was awesome.
Oh, that's delicious.
So good. Is that the last beer?
Yes.
Word. That's all the NXT card. Did we miss anything, right?
Oh, no, we didn't. Johnny Gargano.
Oh shit.
Gargano versus Ciampa.
Gargano.
Gargano.
Gargano. Meshing all the words.
DIY.
Here. Yeah.
Come back together.
Johnny Wrestling's winning.
Yes, which will lead to another match between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want Johnny to win with a cheap roll-up, and then Ciampa just beats the shit out of him again.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, so he earns it back, but yet the rivalry still goes.
Something tells me that those two are like destined for 205 Live.
I like your name too, Nintendo Loco fan.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I think that they're destined to just stick together for the rest of their careers.
Yeah, fight forever.
I don't want them to go to 205 Live.
I think it'd be great.
I think it'll be good for 205 Live, but I think they're bigger than that.
I think they are too, but where do you put them on the roster, on the main roster, with it being stacked right now?
For a little bit longer. You can run this feud back for another 6 months.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true.
You're not saying you wouldn't watch a Gargano Ciampa one-on-one match every takeover for the next...
Absolutely I would.
So, I mean, they don't have to go anywhere. Just keep hating each other. Maybe Ciampa finds him a side piece, and then they could have a mixed tag.
That'd be cool. But
So
he hates everybody.
Well, maybe somebody will appreciate that. Maybe Shayna Baszler and him. Him. Although I don't think Shayna Baszler likes Ciampa types.
Dudes?
I did not say that. You said that. Let it be known. You said that. I mean, maybe she probably likes Baron Corbin because they are kind of like twinsies.
They're one and the same person, man. Just the
one
receding
has a different chromosome than the other one.
Yeah, the receding part of the hairline is farther back on one than the
Shane
other.
is a little bit younger, I guess, than Baron. So
a little bit. They could be best friends.
They probably are.
We don't even know.
I wouldn't put it past. So
okay, that was the NXT card.
Yes.
Let's do WrestleMania.
Trente Cuatro for all you speakers of the Espanol.
Treinta y Cuatro. Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale with cheese.
Elias.
Dolph Ziggler. I'm going to stick with Dolph.
Nice.
I like that pick.
I'm okay with either one of those. And if Elias doesn't show up, Baron Corbin would be the first 2 time.
That'd be all. I'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
Respect Baron Corbin, bitches. All right. He's a good dude.
And a good heel.
Yeah.
And an ex-Colt. And he's a friend of Pat McAfee, so Pat McAfee's a pretty good dude.
And Pat McAfee's going to be in NXT.
He's on the pre-show.
He's on the pre-show for NXT.
With Sam Roberts and Charlie Caruso.
Sam Roberts.
My
name is Sam Roberts, and I watch wrestling.
Yeah, I really want Baron Corbin to either shave his head or legit get the Randy Orton hair plugs. No, I'm serious. I think if he shaved his head, he would be super mean looking.
If you go back and Google like his pictures when he started in NXT before he started losing the hair, dude looked mean.
Yeah, and he needs to go get the hair plugs. But he's working all the time, so I'm sure it's not like Randy Orton where you've been around you can take 3 months off, go get hair restoration, and look good. Baron Corbin's working 5 days a week.
He could always wear a beanie because he rocks a beanie like a motherfucker.
Wrestling a beanie. What happens if somebody puts him in a headlock? The beanie's going flying.
You got to strap it on like a luchador mask, man. That shit's sacred to you.
Maybe he becomes a luchador.
Baron Corbin, a luchador.
Baron Corbin. Senor Alto.
Mr. Tall.
Senor Alto y enojado. Mr. Tall and mad.
That's awesome.
He'd be like the tallest luchador ever.
Oh.
He doesn't do any luchador match.
No flying moves. He's just a powerhouse, not luchador.
He just goes, bueno. Yo soy enojado.
Oh my god.
He could join 205 Live.
Oh. Yeah, that would never
He
happen.
goes to step on the scales and he just takes the 3 and turns it into a 2. El Baron Corbozo. That's good.
That's a good one. I like it. Okay. Women's Battle Royale.
Ooh, who the fuck knows?
Bailey.
Yeah, I think Bailey's the best choice at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do like the point that you made in previous weeks about Becky being the first, kind of like the trendsetter.
The first everything.
I think it's either Bailey or Becky, but I think right now it looks like Bailey.
I'd even be okay with Sasha.
Yeah,
just to continue that feud, to have put more fuel in the fire for that feud.
Yeah,
or maybe one or the other cost each other the match, and Becky wins.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That'd be great.
Like Bailey throws out Sasha, and they like stare each other down, and while they're doing that, Becky throws Bailey out to win.
Yep.
I'd be okay with any of the 3 of them winning.
Me too.
Any other person you think could win that?
My dark horse in the match, Sonya Deville.
Yeah, I like that as a choice. Or Ruby Riott.
Yeah, but I'd be really shitty if Ruby won. Just because I'm not a fan of the whole Riot Squad thing.
Yeah, it's pretty
pretty booking.
bad.
The booking has been terrible.
Yeah, she had a good match at the last pay-per-view, but yeah, Liv's kind of terrible, and
so is Sarah Logan.
Yeah, they just look like this strung up version of Absolution.
Broke ass solution.
Introducing Broke Ass Solution.
Stupid ska music. Broke ass solution.
Yes. Rest in peace, luscious Johnny Valiant.
What?
Yeah, he died today. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. Evidently, he was trying to cross an interstate and got hit by a car.
Wow.
Yeah. It was all over the news feeds.
Damn, I missed that.
Yeah, R.I.P., man. God, it sucks.
That does suck.
Hear about all these old wrestlers dying from from like drug use or heart attacks from long term, and he freaking got hit by a car.
That sucks.
Yeah. So enough of that sad stuff.
Power positivity.
POP. What's next?
Let's do the
Cruiserweight Championship match.
Yes. Now
Who do we want to win? Mustafa Ali. Who do we think's going to win?
Cedric Alexander. I'm still calling Mustafa.
Good. Let's stick with Mustafa, because there's no like anything other than what we want to happen. So let's fantasy book the shit out of this.
Honestly,
and pick who we want to win.
If either man wins, doesn't matter, of course, because that's how wrestling works. But I think the match itself is going to be one of the best matches on the entire card. I think it has a possibility.
I absolutely think it is going to be an incredible match.
I won't say it'll steal the show. It'll definitely steal the hour.
There's not enough emotion invested in this match for it to steal the show. But I think everybody will look back and be like, that was an incredible match.
Yep.
And it should be maybe in the first hour or two, like it should be the highlight.
And I hope Drake Maverick is on commentary.
It would be awesome if he comes out to announce it.
Yeah.
He gets on commentary.
That'd be awesome.
Like in a suit, like a
bright blue
tux.
suit.
A bright blue tux.
I hope he sit next to Corey Graves, because he looks like a miniature version.
Mini Corey Graves. Although Corey Graves looks absolutely atrocious with that blonde hair.
I think that's the whole point. I think he did that on purpose.
God, he's getting heat for it, at least in my eyes.
Well, you know, he did a thing in Rolling Stones as most fashionable man in WWE. It was a legit thing.
Did you see Dustin wearing the dusty tie at
NXT?
Yeah,
that was cool.
I need to get me one of them dusty ties.
It was a little sad that Cody didn't show up.
Well,
it is his dad.
Yeah,
for his dad.
Yes, but if Cody showed up, what would it be about if Cody showed up?
It'd be about Cody showing up.
Yep.
That makes sense.
So until he comes back to the brand.
Yeah,
you got to keep him away.
Let's do the tag team titles. Raw. Let's do Raw.
Braun and whoever he tags with.
I think it depends on who it is.
You really think Braun's going to lose at his first WrestleMania, as hot as he is?
No, I don't think he's going to lose. I think his partner will cost the match, depending on who it is.
And then he's going to get these hands.
Yeah, and Braun will just destroy everybody.
Braun needs a big win. He's never had any titles. He's lost all his big matches.
Yeah.
Braun's getting a big win at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Calling it right now.
I'm just worried about the future booking of the tag team titles if he has them with whoever he's with, because he can't hold it that long if it's let's just say it's a Rey Mysterio, right?
Yeah.
Or someone of that caliber. How many times are we going to see them wrestle? Not very often.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. The WrestleMania thing. So he could just turn in the titles the next day and be like, I'm done with this. I'm ready to go to the main event.
I want to be Universal Champion.
And then they reset the tag division on Raw, which is needed to be done.
Yeah. I'd say put all the gimmicky people, the gimmicky tag teams, throw them on Raw with a couple serious ones, and then throw all the rest of the serious ones on SmackDown and have SmackDown be the tag team.
Serious tag division.
Yeah. They just know how to.
It is the serious tag division.
Well, minus this past week. This past week on SmackDown, it was a commercial.
Well, but we
don't
need any other build to see what we're gonna see.
No.
We got an incredible triple threat tag match.
Who's winning that match between the Usos, the New Day, and the Bludgeon Brothers?
I have no fucking clue.
I'm sticking with the Usos. They deserve
it. I honestly agree with you. I think the Usos deserve to win and should win.
Yeah.
But I could totally see the Bludgeon Brothers winning.
I could see it too.
I could see the freaking New Day winning. That's why I don't know. I agree with you. I want the Usos to win. I want them to have that moment. I think it's incredible. I think everybody will be super excited if that happens. But I don't think there's a loser in this match.
No. It's going to build all three teams much, much higher.
It's going to be incredible. This, to me, could be the match of the night.
Yeah. Agreed.
Because Usos, New Day, every time it happens.
Always fire. Always fire.
Always. Never bad. And I think the Bludgeon Brothers will just bring a new, unique dynamic to it.
Yeah, because those dudes are incredible.
They are. They're such good wrestlers.
They really are.
As big as they are.
Right? Especially Luke Harper.
Luke Harper's an incredible wrestler.
IC title. Seth Rollins.
I'm with you, man. Seth Rollins. Miz goes away, and then Seth and Finn can feud for a while.
Mm-hmm.
If Finn shows up as the demon, that's my asterisk that he'll win. But I think the only chance, there's no chance Miz is winning.
No.
I think Miz is going to get some much needed and deserved time off.
Yes.
At least that's what I hope happens. No, you got to have a big bruising tag team that just comes and destroys everybody. I get what you're saying about it, but that's like a traditional giant, just mean tag team that beats up on people. It's pre-Attitude Era. It's like since as old as time.
Yeah.
So it's like that just old school big heel gimmick. It works. Will it work for a long, long time? Who knows? But right now it's good.
It's different.
Yeah, it's definitely brought a change to the division, and you can't fault that.
Yeah. Now, do we hate their attire? Absolutely. Their attire is atrocious. But when they're in that ring and they're destroying everybody the way that they do,
beat the crap out of each other. Sorry to cut you off.
No, absolutely.
That's smack each other to get each other fired up.
That's amazing.
It's working right now. Just open your eyes about it. Just give it some time. Enjoy it. And I promise it's good. It really is.
With this match, they still have not given it a gimmick match, right? It's still just a triple threat match.
No, there was a rumor they got put up as a TLC match, and then they didn't say anything this week. So as far as we know, it's a traditional triple threat tag match.
But even now saying that, because a triple threat match is no disqualification.
Yeah. Somebody's getting beat up with those rubber mallets.
And ladders.
And maybe tables.
And maybe a couple chairs.
Oh my.
Oh my.
That would be awesome if that was announced day of. It seems like this is the WrestleMania to announce things day of. So
yes.
We could have a TLC match announced day of.
Especially with the pre-show airing on USA.
Yeah. It is?
Yeah, it's gonna be on the USA Network.
Do we know what's on the pre-show versus what's on the main card?
The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale with Cheese
is on the pre-show
for sure. I heard rumors, I don't know if it was true, that the cruiserweights were going to be on the pre-show.
They need to be on the
which
main card.
would suck.
Needs to be on the main card.
They deserve to be on the main card.
It does. Can we move Ronda Rousey, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, and Kurt Angle to the pre-show?
I don't think they're going to put that on.
Just kidding, WWE. I promise. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they wouldn't put that on free TV.
No.
But I don't know. I don't know what else, because it's going to be 2 hours long? The pre-show?
Pre-show's 2 hours, and the main event's going to be, what, 5 hours?
4 or 5, yeah.
Later. So is it going to go to 7 to 11 or 7 to midnight?
7 to
6 to midnight?
6 to midnight.
We can see the debut of the 6 to midnight on Sunday. It's going to do to your face.
Oh, man. I don't know. It's going to be forever. I think the whole thing's 7 hours long in total.
Yep. I think you're right, Creighton said it's going to go till midnight. So it'll be 5 hours in the main card, 2 hour pre-show. It starts at 7.
Oh, my God.
I'm taking Monday off. You can work the next day.
I have to. It'll be fine. Let's see. So we did the tag. We did IC. Okay.
Mixed tag.
Yeah. Let's just talk about that real quick. Ronda and Kurt are winning.
Sure. Whatever.
Next. U.S. title. Rusev Day.
Rusev Day.
Rusev Day. Rusev Day. Rusev Day.
I hope so.
I really
want
it
Rusev
better
Day
be.
to win. It's either Rusev Day or Bobby Roode. And maybe Bobby Roode turning heel. I'd be okay if he turns heel on Randy Orton and wins.
Yes, but that's the only way.
Because he's shown the whole respect to Orton the whole time.
Yeah.
Maybe he turns full heel, like hits him with a low blow to win or something. That would be okay. But I definitely want Rusev to win. That's my first choice.
Yes.
Yours too.
Rusev Day.
Raw women's. Alexa.
With a Nia beatdown.
Yep.
And
possibly a Carmella cash in.
That would be awesome. I'm telling you.
SmackDown.
It'd be out of nowhere. People would not expect that shit.
SmackDown title.
Asuka.
Or double disqualification and a
Carmella
cash in.
It's got to happen eventually.
Yep. I hope it happens soon.
Yes.
Women's Battle Royal, we already said.
Mm-hmm.
Cena, Undertaker.
If it happens.
Is it going to happen? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. They wouldn't have worked on this for 4 weeks to just not have it happen. There'll be rioting in the streets.
What if they're pre-gaming for SummerSlam? What if he doesn't show up?
It just doesn't make any sense. Like, he called out about the dead man walking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we know John Cena's probably going away after this.
Mm-hmm.
If Undertaker shows up as American Badass with Kid Rock there.
In a sidecar.
Or backwards on the back holding an American flag and a mic.
That would be great.
It's definitely going to happen.
Yeah.
It has to.
It has to. It has to.
They couldn't have built this up like it has for it not to happen.
Right.
We're going to hear the dead man walking. He's coming out as American Badass. He's going to fucking job John Cena in like a 5-minute match.
I'm thinking about it right now. Okay, now spitball time. Ready?
Okay.
So the theme song of WrestleMania is done by Kid Rock. Okay.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So you know when every time they show on the commercial, like everyone's in New Orleans partying, and he's like, "I'm going to New Orleans and I'm gonna see a friend of mine." Right? Now think about that line.
Okay.
Kid Rock's gonna go to New Orleans and he's gonna see a little buddy of his. That little buddy could be
the American Badass.
The American Badass. He's here.
If that shit goes off, the whole place will go crazy.
Yeah.
I don't care if you say you don't ever want to see The Undertaker again. I think yes. That's what our guess is.
Yeah.
Do you see the...
No, I missed it. What? Oh, yeah. Undertaker is going to be American Badass.
And he's going to beat John Cena, and he's going to fully retire as everything.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Compton. We appreciate it. Because then Undertaker gimmick as retired. He can come out as American Badass,
Mm-hmm.
go out on one last WrestleMania on top,
On a win
against John Cena, because the loss to John Cena losing, does that matter?
No.
Does it hurt John Cena to lose the Undertaker?
He even said that on Raw.
No, it doesn't matter. It's just the opportunity for him to wrestle one more time.
John Cena even said on Raw that I lost it. This match, he lost like, what, 5 times?
He's done nothing but lose, literally, for like the last year.
Yeah.
So he's going to lose. He's going to take some time off. He'll come back and do his last run out before he retires.
Right.
He'll take a win.
Yeah, especially if this needs to be his last match.
He's literally just going to beat the crap out of John Cena for like 5 or 10 minutes.
Even
the last ride.
Even
done.
last year, after Undertaker and Roman, I was ready to say my goodbyes to the Undertaker and be done with it, because that was such an emotional time.
We've been talking about this for how long now, me and you? Like, we talked about American Badass before anybody was talking about it. Not to toot our own horn, but we were like, this is the way for him to come back one more time.
Yes. And of course, John Cena starts calling him out. And I was like, this is perfect. It would even be better, okay, if John Cena's going to WrestleMania as a fan, right? If he comes as a fan dressed as Thugonomics John Cena.
And he comes out to his Thugonomics.
He's got a big gold chain. He's got the backwards hat, the jersey, like a magic jersey.
No, because people wouldn't pop if they hear the music. Hear his music hit, then it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see what happens with this.
Yes.
And a lot of it comes down to what Cena's done in the last couple of weeks. I mean, I got to give him his props.
It's got to culminate to something.
He's built this thing up so well. Has me so, like, after that spot in Raw on Monday where he left again, just like disgusted.
He smoked pot on Raw? Sorry.
This fucking guy. Are you kidding me? He got high.
He got high on Raw. But after his spot on Raw.
After his spot on Raw, when he walked out again all pissed, not even like high-fiving any Make-A-Wish kids because he was so upset. I mean, it's got to happen, right?
Yeah, it has to happen.
Okay. I've been like marking out about this for like the last 48 hours. Like,
yes.
I wasn't invested in this at all. I was like, I was done. I was right there with you. I was done with Undertaker wrestling. Like, I was like, no, I don't want to see this, but freaking Cena, man.
It's got to happen.
And it doesn't even have to be good. I don't even care. I just want to see him come out, smack John Cena around for a while, pin him, and then ride off into the sunset on his chopper.
Yep.
They could follow him all the way to the back, follow him like leaving the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Fireworks going off.
Yep.
Kid Rock just belting out American Badass.
I am American Badass.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, no, I'm really, really hoping this happens. It'll be such a tease if it doesn't.
Right. So he's coming back as American Badass. We know that.
I definitely think so. And I think this is the difference between being an incredible WrestleMania, like back to like WrestleMania 30 level.
Huh?
Or just being just another WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Like,
are you talking about if Undertaker comes back or not?
I don't mean 30. I mean 31, where 31 was an incredible WrestleMania. The one in San Francisco where the Seth cash-in, the incredible Randy Orton RKO, the Rusev on the tank. That was the Sting coming back.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Sting and Triple
really
H.
Awesome. The best WrestleMania I can remember in the last. I know Daniel Bryan winning was an incredible WrestleMania moment.
Yeah.
But that WrestleMania 31 was really good.
It was pretty damn good.
I think this could surpass that by a lot.
I think it will surpass it by a lot.
Yeah. And I think this is important for that to happen.
Yes. Which is going to happen.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon, Daniel Bryan.
Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yes. Kevin, Sami?
Yeah, absolutely. And they got to get reinstated.
Yeah. I see them winning.
In some shitty way, which is going to be awesome.
And Daniel Bryan's not taking that pin. It's going to be Shane McMahon.
No, Shane is. And then we're not going to see Shane for a long time.
Yeah.
So it might sow the seeds of when Shane comes back, because Shane's got to have surgery after this.
Yes.
He has an umbilical hernia that has to be surgically repaired. He put it off to do this match, which, say what you want about Shane McMahon, that guy Him and Vince, man, they're just willing to do whatever.
Yeah, it's all about the company, man.
Yeah.
It's all about the entertainment.
And I think, especially for the two of them, they have to show, like, they feel like they have an obligation to be, like, willing to do more or crazier than what they would ask anybody else who gets in the ring to do.
Yeah. That's insane. That, like, what he's doing right now is, but that means he can't take those big high spots.
Well, he might be able to.
If he does, he's going to die.
I guarantee we're going to see a coast to coast.
Oh, man. Don't bust another hernia, please.
Yeah, I don't think he can make it any worse. I mean, he might, but he's probably going to have surgery on Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
He might make it to SmackDown and then go.
So we're Kevin, Sammy? Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's a safe bet.
Shinsuke versus AJ.
AJ Styles all the fucking
in
way.
An incredible match.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I
think he kicks out of the Kinshasa.
I think they kick out of each other's finishers.
Oh, he's kicking out of a phenomenal forearm.
Absolutely.
He's kicking out of a Kinshasa. Knee to face.
Yes.
And then I think Styles Clash is going to win it.
Yeah, Styles Clash. Be
Maybe
crazy. Be crazy if he did off the top rope. A top rope Styles Clash? Holy crap.
I think I might poo my pants.
Reagan better pick up some Depends before WrestleMania.
Yes. I can't wait for Sunday to happen.
It's going to be awesome, dude.
Yeah. And then main event. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Heavyweight Championship of the world.
Freaking Reigns, dude. Roman Reigns.
I think this match is going to be legend. Wait for it. Dairy.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, the build hasn't been the greatest. It got weird for a little bit.
It did get weird for a while with the whole U.S. Marshals thing. Like the initial promo Roman cut. I thought this week was really good. Like,
yes,
they had the whole like locker room standing in the way of Roman, and Roman was like, "Come on, seriously?"
Yeah,
and they all looked at each other and like, "He's right." And then they made the way, and then Roman walks up, and they take their time. Like, I liked that it was just like he was like stalking him, and then Brock kind of did the chicken shit heel thing, got out of the ring, and then he grabbed a chair, and Roman's like, "I'm not fucking backing down from you." I just thought it was really good. Like, it's like finally somebody stands up to the schoolyard bully, and he's just as badass as the schoolyard bully.
Yeah. My favorite part was when Roman was talking to Kurt Angle in the locker room, and Kurt's like, "Look, I can't afford to lose this match. I have already lost Cena versus Taker at Mania." And Roman turned heel a little bit on Kurt and was like, "What, like you're going to sell your gold medals at the pawn shop?" Like, holy crap, Roman.
He's like, "You sell them where you ever sold those gold medals?"
Like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
Vicious.
It's a little bit of a punching bag. I wonder how that's going to turn out down the road.
I don't know.
He's going to have to snap at some point.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
He'll need to. And that'll be inserted into a
slam
match.
Fucking everybody. Angle slams and ankle locks for all you bitches.
That'd be awesome.
Yes.
So Roman.
I
like it.
Love or hate him, he's here to stay, and he's going to be the champ. Hate neither. Sick of Lesnar.
Yes.
Ready for Roman, so that he can feud with all the other heels on the roster.
Because you know that every match that Roman has in the next year with Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman,
Seth Rollins.
You could have title versus title on the line right there.
God, I can't wait to see Seth versus Roman again.
Hell yeah.
Like with the title on the line, it's going to be incredible.
Dean, when he comes back.
Yeah.
Demon
Finn versus Roman Reigns. He might be the one to knock him off.
What about when Jason Jordan comes back?
That's it, guys. We're done. We're leaving. Moving on.
How do you not like Jason Jordan? Come on, he's the bastard son of Kurt Angle.
My black son.
My white dad. Helping me get better every day. Teaming up with Rhonda instead of me. My white dad. My black son. He's not coming back.
Because his neck's broke. He may never wrestle again.
That's sad.
Yeah, it would suck for him.
Yeah, that would.
I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of the gimmick, but I really hope he does do well because he is a phenomenal wrestler.
Yes.
So now that we've called the entire card.
Yup. The entire weekend.
Yeah. I'm super excited. Can't
So-
wait to have it. See
so-
how it works out.
We're recording tomorrow or tonight. So this episode will release tomorrow, which is the same day as, thank you,
The Hall of Fame.
the Hall of Fame, which will be awesome to watch. I think they're doing that on, no, that's just on the network.
Yeah.
So we got the Hall of Fame Friday, NXT Saturday, WrestleMania Sunday, Monday, Raw after WrestleMania, and then SmackDown after WrestleMania, and then NXT after TakeOver / WrestleMania.
Yeah, because they'll film that in New Orleans too, right?
I think so.
Jeez.
In
Hold on to your butts.
insane. It's Rusev Day.
Oh.
It's Rusev Mania.
Speaking about going 6 to midnight.
Oh, man.
Bronze partner. We talked about that a little bit earlier. We'll run through it real quick before we do shout outs and all that.
Let's do our shout outs real quick. Let's
Sure.
knock it out of the way. We're going to plug the podcast, and then we're going to talk to all these people on Periscope.
Fantastic. Let's do it. Why don't you shout out our Patreons, and then I got a special shout out as well to add.
2 Patreons that we want to shout out. One from The Brocast. Check them out on Twitter at The Brocast. But Alan Harrison from The Brocast is one of our patrons. Second of our patrons is the Cretans Guild. And they're in this Periscope feed right now. So we want to say thank you to the Cretans Guild for becoming a Patreon for just $1 a month. There's your shout out. That's what your dollar gets you.
Yep. You
Every
also
single
can send in questions, and we'll answer those. If we get some questions, we'll do it at the beginning
Mm-hmm.
and then tie it into the rest of the show.
Yep.
Got a friend of mine that shouted us out on his Facebook page. If you are a Facebook person, some of aren't, some of us are. I am. He's currently not.
I am not.
Cliff's Comic Cave. So if you're a fan of comic books, my buddy Cliff is a huge fan. He gave us a shout out. I told him we would do the same on our podcast. If you're a big fan of comics, check out his page. He posts some really hilarious stuff. But check it out. It's Cliff's with an apostrophe, CLIFF apostrophe S, Comic Cave. Check it out. It would really appreciate the help on there. But he posts stuff all the time, and really funny and good dude. Our PWO brethren, we have already named one, Brocast, because he's one of our Patreons. But check them out. They don't always do wrestling, but they do a lot of old school wrestling. Among other things, they're in Australia, so they're quite a bit of. They're actually already on Friday, although I think it's Friday now or close.
It is Friday.
Holy shit! It is Friday.
It's
It's like Friday afternoon there. So
yes.
But give them a chance. Check them out. Brocast with a K. They're a fantastic podcast, and we really appreciate them. We have the Gimmick Table. Gimmick Table does independent wrestling, so. If the main event WWE thing is a little too
If
or
if you're too good for
too much sports entertainment for you and you need some old school wrestling, go check out Gimmick Table to watch some up and coming independents,
Mhm.
and maybe check out some of those people we'll be talking about, like AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan down the road, that we'll see in the next 10 years. We have
Wretched Wrestling. Those drunk fucks.
they evidently are wanting to be like us,
Yeah, but they can't grow glorious beards like we
and
can.
they're not the kings of Periscope. They're the
Nope.
princes of Periscope.
They are the princes.
And they aren't fucking bearded fuckers.
Nope. They're the
And they don't drink beer out of a glass because evidently they like to suck bottles.
Yeah.
I don't know where that is. There's a lot of that kind of talk on their podcast. So if you're into that and current WWE products.
Yeah,
and
if you want to hear a wrestling podcast that doesn't talk about wrestling, you should listen to the Wretched Wrestling podcast.
They're hilarious. Check them out. We love them, even though we like to give them some shit.
Yup.
And then we also have WNA podcast.
Wretched. Wrestling Nerds Alliance with Cliff
And Rob.
And Rob.
And the funniest thing I heard about their podcast this week was somebody posted and they're like, oh, all the ladies get excited when Cliff talks, but then they stop being excited because then Rob opens his mouth. But those two guys are hilarious. They also talk about current product and are good friends of the podcast and part of our PWO brethren.
Oh, yeah.
And then lastly, but not leastly, they don't talk about wrestling anymore. They talk about a certain TV show from the 2000s.
Boy Meets World.
So it's Boar Meets World, right?
Correct.
So if you're into that show and you want to follow a podcast that does strictly Boy Meets World podcasts, check out Boy Meets World. Not my thing. I think I'm just a little too old for it.
Yeah, it's all good. And then last but not least, guys, if you love wrestling as much as we do, check out thechairshot.com. If you're looking for awesome wrestling podcast, news, analysis, opinions about Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, WWE, any indie, anything wrestling, chairshot.com is where you want to go. Hashtag always use your head.
Yes, we really appreciate them for putting our podcast on there. And they really are your one-stop shop for all your wrestling needs. So check them out.
Yes.
We really appreciate it. Hey, Leo.
Hey, Josh.
How can you get a hold of us?
Oh, multiple ways. Multitude of ways.
Why don't you tell the masses?
I will. So the first and best way to get a hold of us is to follow us on Twitter at SmarkSpot. You can also get a hold of us on our Facebook page at the SmarkSpot Podcast. And you can send us an email with Gmail at smarkspot@gmail.com.
That was very nice. I like that. Email with Gmail.
And you can listen to our podcast every week, uploads every Friday on iTunes, Google Play, and the lovely app Podbean.
And you can catch us live Thursday nights, approximately 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As long as I'm not running later, we aren't having technical difficulties. We're on Periscope.
It's 10 p.m. is H.
Yeah, 10 p.m. is H. And then we also just recently launched our YouTube live page. If that's a better format for you to check us out on. Cretan's Guild has been helping us out, watching on it.
Yep.
We really appreciate it. But if YouTube's more your speed, or people who only do YouTube, check us out. But we love the Periscope thing.
Yep.
We get a lot of people checking this out, and we appreciate it. So,
especially when Josh plays Fortnite.
Yeah, I played Fortnite. I don't know if that's all the views, because yeah.
I don't know, but it was awesome.
But we really appreciate you guys checking in tonight.
Yes.
I think we probably hit this is probably our most popular show to date.
Probably.
With you.
Thank you, WrestleMania.
Yeah. WrestleMania week. Everybody's into wrestling. So check it out. We'll be here after WrestleMania.
Yep.
We'll probably post again. We talked about it probably about 6:50 on Sunday, Eastern Standard Time. Be looking out. Get on your Twitter and look for us. We're going to be doing a beer chug before WrestleMania main event.
Join us for a beer chug.
Check us out. We'd love to hear from you. And on that note, is there anything else?
Nope, but we're going to chat with the people on Periscope for a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to stick around on Periscope for a little bit. I might play some Fortnite again. But we really appreciate you checking in with us tonight. We'll be back next week around 10 p.m. Eastern is H.
So we're going to say goodbye to the podcast listeners right now.
But we need to do one thing before we do that.
Let's do it.
Too
sweet!
See you next week, everybody.
All right. Now we can actually talk to the people on Periscope instead of randomly chatting whatever we want to chat about. All right.
Ron and Bray. I like that.
Oh, yeah. Do we need these?
I think there's going to be an intro about Bray's new character. I don't think it'll just be a surprise WrestleMania thing.
You think so? I don't know.
Yeah, unless
I still think
unless they just poop on the whole idea of the reincarnation thing.
I still think it's going to be some type of like ex-superstar, like a Rey Mysterio. I like
Lashley's a good choice.
Lashley would be cool. I'd like it to be somebody that we haven't been talking about. So it's a huge fucking surprise.
Yes. There's got to be a huge surprise. Like last year when the Hardys showed up, there's going to be a surprise like that.
Yeah.
That we don't see coming.
Yeah.
And I can't wait, because that was really entertaining last year.
Now, someone was asking earlier on Periscope. I don't know if they're still on. I'm going to turn on.